Have you ever wondered why people get locked in the same destructive pattern even when they know better? And there's a name for it. It's called convergent focus. So convergent focus is when the brain collapses everything into one target. So that equals relief. Do it again. The human brain is wired in this way. Daniel Kahneman's work on attention shows that under the stress, we literally lose peripheral awareness and the world itself narrows. So this is what sits behind sex addiction, drug addiction, and even obsessive relationships. So self-sabotage is in there, and yes, people pleasing. It's the same mechanism, the survival reflex that never got updated. Neuroscience explains the trio behind it. So Berridge and Robson's research shows dopamine is about the chase, not the reward. And Joseph Delarue's work on the amygdala shows how threat shuts down wide awareness. And cognitive psychology tells us the brain fills in a story to justify the survival brain's demands. So inside that tunnel, you genuinely cannot see any alternatives. And here is the deeper layer. Trauma trains the brain to grab the fastest hit of relief. So Basil van der Kolk's work shows that the system without safety will choose the quickest regulator every time. Pleasure, chaos, sex, substances, control, validation, people pleasing. If it worked once, the brain is hooked and it bookmarks it and uses it again and again and again, and that's addiction. That bookmark becomes the habit. The habit becomes the identity, and the identity becomes the cage that you live in. And epigenetics takes this one step further. So Michael Meaney and Moss Scythe studies showed that early stress leaves chemical markers on genes, and that affects how stress behaves in our system. So these markers can be passed down. You inherit survival coding, not the memory. So Robert Sapolsky's work confirms the same thing in humans. So your body remembers stress your parents never resolved. So when someone repeats a pattern that absolutely ruins their life, it is not a moral issue. It's a nervous system that's running an old program designed to keep them safe. So even when that costs them everything. So think of your brain as the computer system. So every trauma, belief, and reflex is old code. You are not fighting the behavior. You are updating the operating system. And once the software shifts, the old pattern does not argue. It just stops running. So have you updated that software, and do you need to make those changes?